Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another Blu-ray haul update. Your boy picked up a nice little assortment of movies this go around. Ended up picking up like a lot of horror movies because, of course, it is October, so you got to stick to the tradition. So, the first movie I picked up was a movie that I actually saw in the theaters by mistake. I literally had no intentions to actually watch this movie. I was gonna even buy this movie when it came out, but I went to the movie theaters and actually saw this, and I actually ended up enjoying this movie. And that particular movie would be Annabelle Comes Home. Like I said, I ended up going to the movies and seeing this by mistake. I was supposed to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was sold out. This was the only movie that still had seats available to watch it. Went to go watch it, and at this point the movie had been out for a while, so I'm personally thinking nobody's gonna be in this damn movie theater. The damn movie theater filled the hell up. I did not expect that, especially after the movie had been out for so long. But I ended up watching it, ended up liking it, and of course I liked it so much that I actually bought it. Now, as far as the Conjuring movies go, I've seen the first two Conjuring movies. I haven't seen any of the other Annabelle films. I haven't seen The Nun. I haven't seen any of the other movies. Just The Conjuring, the first two Conjuring movies, and this. And this particular version of Annabelle, I actually enjoyed it, so I bought it. It surprised me. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover because I thought it was going to be absolutely trash. It might be trash to a lot of people, but to me, I actually enjoyed this. This was a good horror movie to me. So, Annabelle Comes Home. Got that in the collection. Next thing I picked up was a movie that I did a reaction to the trailer. Saw the trailer. I liked the trailer. I said, of course, I can already tell that all these people are getting set up to be put into a bad situation to either be sacrificed or part of a ritual or whatever. But hey, I still want to see the movie anyway, so I bought it. And that particular movie would be Midsummer. Did the trailer reaction for it, liked the trailer. Said I'll try to get to the movies to see this. Didn't get to the movies to see it, so I picked it up. So we'll be watching this, see how they set themselves up. It should be interesting because from what I could tell from the trailer and the packaging on this, it seems everything happens during the daylight. So that'll be a nice contrast. Instead of waiting for people to get picked off or sacrificed that night, they actually walk into it with the sun shining, getting ready to get set up to get killed. That should be interesting. The next thing I picked up was a movie that I keep hearing good and bad things about. And when you do remakes, that pretty much happens all the damn time. And that particular movie would be Child's Play. I like the Child's Play movies. I like some way more than the others. Like, of course, I like the first couple of Child's Play movies. And then there's a couple after that that I really don't care for. But like the last, what was the one? The one they did just before the Coat of Chucky. That Child's Play, that was good. I thought Coat of Chucky was all right. But the one right before that, I thought that was really good. So should be interesting to check this out, especially with Mark Hamill doing the voice of Chucky in this particular version. So let's see what happens when technology goes awry. Child's Play. Next thing I picked up was something that I just picked up on a humbug because I was like, damn, I have the regular Blu-ray of it that I got for dirt cheap. And then I saw this online and I was like, damn, I might have to cop this. Read some of the reviews, and the reviews were, how can I put it? The reviews were stellar, as some would say, for this particular release. And that would be, of course, that Stanley Kubrick classic, The Shining, based on Stephen King's novel. And I picked up the Steelbook. I was like, I'll get the regular 4K, but then something pushed me towards getting the Steelbook. So I picked up the Steelbook. Like the design on this one, and of course I did an unboxing, so you watch this video, you'll probably get that right after this or right before. So picked up The Shining. Should be pretty interesting to watch this in that crispy 4K, so we'll see. Next thing I picked up was a movie. I got a couple of and I got a couple of thumbs up for it from various people and sources. So I said I'd check it out myself. It has a couple of actors in here that I really respect. So I picked it up, and that would be Shaft. And of course, we got Samuel L. Jackson in this and the original Shaft, Richard Roundtree. Still out here doing his thing, and that's always good to see. So I'm gonna watch this. I'm not gonna go in with too many high expectations, but if I get some good entertainment and a little bit of action out of it, and I laugh like I did when I watched the trailer, I'll be satisfied. So picked up Shaft. Next thing I picked up was a animated series that I've seen parts of it, but I've never completely watched the whole thing, the whole series itself all the way through. I enjoyed it. The parts I did see, I never got to see the ending of it or all the episodes to it completely, so I picked it up because going after it in these separate releases was going to cost too damn much money, so I went ahead and got the complete collection, and that would be Hellsing Ultimate. And of course, if you know anything about anime and horror, this is a very, very, very good series. And that's not even seeing every episode. I've probably seen like maybe half of this. So about time to actually complete it and watch it all. So picked up Hellsing, the complete Ultimate Edition, which is episodes 1 through 10. So there you have it. Looking forward to checking that out. That's gonna be a nice little marathon. Cut the phone off and block everybody else out. Next thing I picked up was something that I thought would have hit theaters with a bigger splash, but it came to video. But I don't mind because I enjoyed the first two movies in the series, even though after the second one, I didn't think they'd be coming back, but that's movie magic. You can alter and do what you will. That would be 3 from Hell. Ended up picking this up on 4K because the price difference really wasn't that much of a difference. So I said, hell, might as well get the 4K version of the newest Rob Zombie film. Should be interesting to see this. Plus, we recently lost one of the characters of this particular film. And of course, that would be Sid Haig. He died a couple of weeks ago. But we'll still enjoy the entertainment we get from him from watching these movies and the various amounts of films that man has been in. He's been in a lot of movies. And you'll be surprised you'll go back and watch stuff and be like, damn, he was in there too. Yep, he was in there too. So 3 from Hell. We'll see what Rob Zombie gives us in this particular release in 4K. Next thing I picked up was a movie that one of my friends was like, damn, you should probably check that out. I didn't make it to the movie theater to go check it out, but I did watch the trailer. I thought the trailer was pretty tight. Plus, I like seeing little creature features like this when people get caught up in a situation with animals. So, picked up Crawl. So this should be pretty interesting. Didn't hear anything bad about this one. Everybody really liked this movie from what I've been told from people I know who actually see it. They said they enjoyed it. So hopefully I like this one. Trapped in waters rising in Florida, trying to survive not being eaten by alligators. So that should be interesting. Good concept. Bad situation to be in. So we'll see if we like this one. So picked up Crawl. Plus this has a free Shudder 3-month streaming trial. Yeah, I think I'm gonna check that out. That way I can probably watch Creepshow. I think Creepshow was on Shudder. I think it is, yeah. So that'll be a way for me to watch Creepshow finally. Get that in my life. Next thing I picked up was a anime series that I'm a fan of. Funny thing is I never watch these or stream them. I always watch them on Blu-ray. So decided to stick to the routine I've been doing. So picked up Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 1. I like Attack on Titan. I think the only thing Attack on Titan related that I did not watch yet is probably the live action movies. I'll probably eventually get to them one of these days. I'll stream or find them for cheap and buy them. But Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 1. Pick that up. I was gonna try to hold off until like they came out with like the complete season 3, but the price on this was kind of low, so I went ahead and bit the bullet on it. So Attack on Titan. Next thing I picked up was a movie that I saw a trailer for. I kept saying, damn, when is this movie gonna come out? And what do you know? Popped up on Blu-ray. That would be Night Hunter. I watched the trailer for this. I dug the concept. I'm not expecting anything like widely new or like, oh, they caught me off guard with that. I just want to see me a nice little, we got somebody who's a psycho, he's a killer, we're trying to hunt him down. He lays some traps out. Let's see what happens. That's all I want from this particular film, and if they deliver on that, I'll be all right with it. So, picked up Night Hunter. Now the main reason I picked this up because of something else that I picked up that you'll see in this video, and that would be Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. Now I know it's the original Candyman, this one, and then I think it was Candyman Day of the Dead. I don't think that Day of the Dead one is on Blu-ray, but I have not seen Farewell to the Flesh in God knows how long, so this should be interesting to go back and revisit this one after not seeing it for that amount of time. This should be, see if I actually still like this. I remember watching this back in the day. I didn't think it was a horrible movie, but I didn't praise it that much as I praised the original Candyman movie. So we'll see how I feel about this particular release when I rewatch it now. See if I feel any different about good old Candyman, the second movie at least. So Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. Next thing I picked up was a movie. I should have got this movie a while ago. I enjoyed it because just from the creepy factor of it. When I originally watched it, the first time I watched it, when it got to the end, I was like, damn, that is creepy as hell. It left me with like a real creepy feeling. Like a lot of movies, like horror movies, don't do that, but this one had that particular at the end of it that made me feel like, damn, I said, man, that was creepy as hell. And of course, that would be Dead Silence. If you are a horror movie watcher and if you have not seen Dead Silence, check it out. Well worth it in my opinion. Very creepy movie, but a good concept. So Dead Silence, without me giving away too much of it. Check it out if you get a chance. Next thing I picked up was a movie that I watched and I actually really enjoyed. Like, this movie has been out for a while. And I watched it, I think, on Amazon Prime a while ago. I said, damn. I said, if I catch that at a low price, I should get it. Now, I saw this movie on Blu-ray at various places over the years, but I never picked it up. But after I watched it, I said, yeah, I gotta get me a hard copy of this and add this to the collection. And that particular film would be The Midnight Meat Train. Just the overall concept of this film is based on one of Clive Barker's short stories. But this movie here, very interesting concept and a very good end. If you like horror movies with a lot of gore, you cannot go wrong with this particular release of The Midnight Meat Train. So I give it 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed this because it was even though with some of the special effects being a little dated now, the kills on this particular movie are very gruesome, and I enjoyed them. So picked up The Midnight Meat Train. Way better than I thought it was gonna be. So I'll happily spend that little $7 or $8 I think I spent on actually getting that. The next thing I picked up was something I kept going back and forth on. I kept saying, oh, I'll pick it up, I'll wait till it goes on sale. And it went on sale, so I decided to get it since I have the second version of this part 2 of the movie, the collector's edition. I wanted to get the first one. I had to wait till that price drop because I was like, I'm not paying that much for that. But that price was right, so I went ahead and picked it up, and that would be Creepshow, the collector's edition from Shout Factory. Of course, this comes with a slew of special features. That is all of the special features. It's a gang of them in there. So, finally actually picked up Creepshow. Pop this head on one of these nights and just sit back and enjoy. because I have not watched Creepshow in. It's been years since I watched this, because this is an older movie, but it still holds up, especially with the story. So we'll see if I actually enjoy this. But I'm pretty sure I did, because I like the Creepshow anyway. But I just want to check out the way this particular version looks and the special features. So we'll see. Didn't hear anything bad about the special features, so this should be a solid and okay buy. And I still like that they're releasing this and it still comes inside the slip cover. That's tight. So picked up Creepshow. And of course, the next thing I picked up was a movie that I just talked about recently in this video, and that would be the collector's edition of Candyman. Tony Todd doing this thing again. So pick this up, and of course this one has a lot of special features, but I think the only difference between this and the theatrical and unrated cut is just a couple of seconds. So I don't think it makes that big of a difference from what I've been told between the two different versions of the movie. So you ain't missing much and you ain't gaining much, so you should be all right with either version of the movie that you watch. So we'll see. But yeah, long time fan of this movie, and I did not own this, so of course I picked it up. Candyman. I think Tony Todd is in the new Candyman that's coming out too. So yeah, still working. But Tony Todd pops up in everything. You blink, turn your head, he'll be in something. So good to see Tony Todd still doing his thing out here. Next thing I picked up is a movie I remember always watching on cable. Back in the 90s when I was a kid, it used to come on all the damn time, and that would be Howling 3, The Marsupials. This was on sale, so I picked it up because I do have Howling 1 and Howling 2, but comparing Howling 2 to Howling 3, I kind of like Howling 3 more. It was a little bit more of a weirder movie, but it knew it was a weirder movie, so it didn't try to stray from the path of what it was doing. It held on to it and embraced it, and that was one of the main reasons why I actually really liked Howling 3. I just wish they would have put the marsupial subtitle thing on there. More like on the front, like I should have said Howling 3, the marsupials to the side, but it doesn't. It just says Howling 3, but it is what it is. I'm just happy to actually get this and then get it for a decent price without paying an arm and a leg for it. So picked up Howling 3. The last movie I picked up was a movie I really enjoyed. A lot of people don't like this movie, but I like this movie. And this is the collector's edition, so it is what it is. I never thought they would actually did a collector's edition of this, so I picked it up, and that would be Valentine's. One thing I liked about this movie, it was around the time when you had movies like Scream and Urban Legend and all that coming out. Like Urban Legend, I need to get those movies, but I gotta wait. I almost got it because it was on. Those were also on sale also, but I was like, I ain't got enough money. I gotta pull the trigger and slow down there. So I picked up Valentine. I always enjoyed this movie, and especially the ending on this particular film. It's basically one of those films of there's a killer, you're trying to guess who the killer is. That's basically what it comes down to. Always enjoyed this. Of course, this has David Boreanaz from Angel in it, Denise Richards, Marley Shelton, and Katherine Heigl. You know, some of these people were in this before they got really big, and some of them were just making their names out when this, making their names grow. This particular film came out, but always liked this film, Valentine, collector's edition. So that's everything I picked up. Valentine, Howling 3, of course, that original Candyman, collector's edition of Creepshow, The Midnight Meat Train, Dead Silence, Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh, Night Hunter, Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 1, Crawl, Three from Hell, Sing Ultimate Collection. Fix this stack a little bit. Ugh. Shaft. The Shining Steelbook, Best Buy exclusive in 4K. Child's Play. Midsummer. And last but not least, Annabelle Comes Home. So, that's everything I picked up this go round. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Did you buy any of these movies? Did you watch any of these? Do you plan on getting any of these? Let me know. And otherwise than that, I will catch you all in the next one. All right, everybody.